Emily Dean here, and we are at InfoComm 2024. I've made my way back to some of the sound rooms, and I am in the Aerowave sound room, and I'm joined here by Sammy Scoda. Sammy, how are you doing?
Doing exceptionally well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Tell us a little bit about Aerowave and what you're introducing at this year's show.
Absolutely. Aerowave is a true large format venue, hi-fi stereo experience. It's decades worth of development from a very famous designer that's been in the industry, very iconic, Cliff Henriksen, and his designs truly check them out on Wiki. His designs span just a number of different manufacturers. So it's been decades worth of experience, technology developments that has led us to Aerowave. And what is Aerowave? It's a constant directivity horn that performs like a single source of sound. So anytime you can do that, you have the ability now to create stereo. It's a departure from traditional technologies, and with that, it resolves all of those interference issues and coverage issues that you will typically have. So now we can bridge the experience in a studio between the artist and the engineer in that moment and bring it to the audience. So it's really the first time it's been done. It's a solution that solves so many problems, and it's the only one of its kind.
You mentioned the designer, Cliff. He's won probably a number of Grammys, I think.
Actually, Cliff is an MIT physicist, so his designs span a number of different iconic manufacturers, Altec Lansing, Bose, Community, US Sound, just a brilliant man. And then, of course, our CEO, Alan Sides. He is a 5-time Grammy award-winning engineer, and he's worked with so many iconic artists: Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie, Green Day, Dr. Dre. I mean, the golden platinums are amazing to see on the wall. So he has what I call the magic ears, and it's truly about creating a sound that's enveloping. It's super dynamic, but it's super accurate and never harsh. And that's what we've been able to achieve here. So we have two of the greatest, folks, design folks, and then folks with magic ears, and here we have again Aerowave.
Yeah, and it's so it's great to see those two minds come together in order to create something that, like you said, solves a lot of problems, but something that they can really see put into use.
Very much so, and it's just to hear the feedback from the installations that we have, such as the Granada Theater in Santa Barbara. We have somebody that mixes at the Hollywood Bowl, very famous engineer. And his feedback has been just stellar. And we had a Broadway act that just went through, Jonah Verdun. They were just blown away. Came in, they usually carry, one of the typical rider rigs that are on the market, and they left their rig in the truck. They walked in the theater, they heard it. Within a few songs, they're like, sold. The intelligibility is something they've never experienced. And Jonah usually will go through about 5 tracks to tune the system. 1 track and done. So the rest of it was all just for pleasure. And they had just a phenomenal show. So the feedback from that has been really grand. And it fixed problems that a line array system just perpetuated. So this is, again, increased intelligibility for all types of show. Motion picture, big touring acts, and then, of course, you name it, Broadway, symphonic. It's really grand.
Well, all of those applications speak to the flexibility of this solution. Anything else you want to mention about this?
Well, what's really great, it's a turnkey package that's very easy to dial in. When I go out and do listening experiences and demonstrations, I spend practically no time tuning the system for the room, and that's how amazing the system is. It's available in a 90-45 like you see behind me. So that's 90 degrees of horizontal coverage, 45 of vertical. And we also have a 90-by-90, which delivers the same output essentially, but covers, let's say, historic spaces with balconies, and we can cover the entire room typically with just 2 hangs.
Two on either side, right?
Yep, and LCR is also an option. We have a matching LCR unit, and you have that same spectral uniformity across the entire audience field, across the entire frequency range and dispersion.
Well, Sammy, thank you for taking the time to educate me on this, as well as our viewers. If anyone would like more information, where can they go?
Absolutely, oceanwayaudio.com. And there's the large venue Aerowave system. Just click forward on that. And again, American Music and Sound, we're their exclusive distribution partner for the Aerowave systems and technology.
All right. Well, thank you so much. If you'd like to learn more about this, you can go watch the product videos that we're going to shoot. And for all of our InfoComm coverage, go to ravepubs.com.